Alright, so within this video, we'll explore how to create a web chat using the GoHighlevel platform, where actually GoHighlevel just introduced a new format of how to build it with new features available. So we'll build the web chat, and also we'll try to later integrate with AI so that you can also make your customer service or your web chat much more efficient. And please also be informed that this web chat are not only limited to the use of the website within the GoHighlevel. It could also be installed outside, for example, like on other CMS such as WordPress or Wix. You just have to sometimes either install the plugin or copy the code and paste it into your CMS. All right, so let's get into building the web chat. All right, so let's go into building this web chat. So first thing first, you have to go to this chat widget, but have to go to this sites tab on the left. If you can see the sites, and then you just click the chat widget, and then you should be able to actually create a new web chat over here. So you can actually pick about 3 of the options. The first one is actually the SMS and email chat. This is basically, it would actually require the guest or the lead to actually submit like their emails or their SMS, phone numbers, and of course their email. And when there is where you can actually send an automated message to them, or even just directly chat them using the this platform to converse with them through either the mobile app or the software on the website. All right, so other than that, of course, you actually can have this live chat. So through this live chat, you will be able to have first is reply yourself. Your team or yourself could do that. Other than that, also you can actually use the conversation AI, where the AI could also converse with your lead or your guest on your website. And finally, you also have this WhatsApp. This WhatsApp is not available over here because I have not enabled these WhatsApp functions on my demo account that I'm showing you right now. But if you actually subscribe for the WhatsApp for this, then you should be able to actually activate this WhatsApp chat also, where you should be able to, of course, converse with your lead or your guest on using WhatsApp, basically through their phone number. A little bit different than, of course, the SMS. But for today's session, we'll use this live chat. So we're gonna pick the live chat. So over here, I'll just put web chat. Maybe I'll just put demo web chat. Maybe version 2, since I did it some time ago. So you should be able to actually see this on the right side. This is the examples of how it should look like. So I'll just maybe make my screen a little bit smaller. So you should be able to actually see this. This is how it should look like on your website. It's not really different from the previous feature or the UI used on the previous web chat design. But there are some functions that is much more customized over here. As you can see, the first one is actually the styles. So the styles, you can basically change it, the style itself. Either you want to actually have the image of the person over here, or you just want to remove it with just the text available. Moreover, you can also choose this one, change a little bit on the icons, or you can actually add other image that you want to use over here, which those that you actually added over here. If not, then you're just gonna use the default version that is available, or you can pick the other icons, or of course, if you have other icons that you prefer, then you should be able to just add it on your media. All right, so you should use able to actually use the images or icons that you put on the media and use it over here. All right, so I'll just stick with the default version because I like it, I think. And secondly, you can of course use this part where you actually can just change the theme, the color basically. And as you can see, there are some changes also within this web chat. When you change the color, it's not just changing this particular icon color, but actually the overall chat interface is already been changed. But other than that, you can also just change this into other colors. Um, like this one is actually for the chat bubble color. So basically you're gonna change the bottom one, and of course you can just, maybe I'll just put red or something, then you can actually use it. Or maybe I like a little bit of yellow, so maybe I'll just use maybe a little bit darker yellow. All right, so something like this. All right, so you have this available. And of course, other than that, you can also just copy this, and maybe you can actually change the background color. Maybe I'll go back later on that. So you can put maybe a little bit gray, and then maybe the header color you want to also it be a little bit yellow. Then you should be able to actually see this one. And of course, the background color of the sender message. Sorry, the this one is the avatar background color. Avatar background color is this part. So we should be able to change it. All right. So, but the avatar is not here. So you should be able to see it over here. So you just change some colors available. Because basically the avatar, I should be able to actually add this one. Display this one. So if I replace it with other image, for example, like just as an example, so you actually can see some of the, the color that I changed over here. Then it should look on the background, the color of the red. And of course the other things that you can change, the font. You can choose other font, for example, like maybe I'll just Arial. Yep. So you can use Arial. And then maybe the sender message color maybe a little bit different, because you can't actually see it over here. So text color, maybe this one is the sender receive. Yep. So we want to use black. Just render. I think this should be default. And this one is the system message text color. This is, for example, like asking for the reviews and sorts. So how does it looks like? I just want to actually change the sender. Maybe the receive color. This is the sender. So this is the system. So this is the system color, right? So this is the text by the system. So I would, of course, recommend you not to use like a very too colorful color, or kind of similar color, because as you can see, if I put a gray just now, then you can't actually see the look of it. So of course you can actually have this welcome message like over here. And of course, if you actually enable this, because you have cookies on some of the visitors, so the system should be able to actually identify whether the person actually submitted a previous message to the platform or not. If they are, then you can actually just extract some of the names and say like, welcome back, Afik, how can we help you today? So that is able to be done also. And then also you can replace this different. Let me just zoom it a little bit. You can put it in the middle, or the top left, top bottom, and top right, and sort. So of course I think commonly people put on the right bottom, but then of course you can put on the left bottom. They ask, of course, certain reasoning. Sometimes maybe there are few like banner or some pop-ups that you want actually just making sure it doesn't maybe clash with each other. So you want to actually just keep it on some parts of the web page. Right. Other than that, you also have this widget dimension. Widget dimension is basically you can you can make it more. You can put the width maybe a little bit higher, like this one. So as you can see, it's much more wider. Sorry. All right. So like this, it could be wider, but please be careful in using this to make sure that your other content is not actually, being interrupted by this web chat. All right. So I think the default version is 340. So maybe let it be. And this chat widget, of course, you can actually just make it maybe a little bit shorter, but it can't be too short because the maximum is 6 to 5. So you can actually make it longer. All right. So we'll just back to default. Then just put auto, should be fine as a default version. All right, and then you also have this second part, which is the chat widget. So basically, the chat widget is actually what you want to say. Like this the top part is actually have a question. So actually, it shows on this top part. And intro message. Intro message is actually this is the first one. And representative will get right back to you. This is the first one. And then this is the email field. For example, like if if you're not replying, if the person is not replying for quite number of period of time, then this part will show up. For example, like, hey, Anil or Afik, how may I help you? And you can actually have this form to be sent by the system itself automatically, and then the person could actually just submit their names, phone numbers, and email, and you can get back to them later. And the CTA, you can also put other send, but should be okay with default version. This is the live chat assignment. So basically, the live chat message is actually like this. After someone submitted a certain request or a certain message, so then the system will actually send this one automatically, give us a minute to assign you to the best person to help out, and then it will actually wait for 5 minutes. Then you can actually, of course, change this 2 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So basically, if there are no person will reply, none of the person on the side of the company unable to reply, then after 5 minutes, then it will actually give this message to the guest or the lead. And of course, this one will actually pop up also, which is this part. Yep, hey, and you can actually automatically send this out. All right. All right. So live chat close. This is actually after a certain inactivity from the guest. Then the live chat will actually close after 5 minutes. You can actually prolong this to about 15 minutes maximum. So, and also a message will pop up saying that they had been inactive. And then you also can activate this agency branding or just disable it. Agency branding, basically you can put your name and your website, then people could click to that particular name, and they will bring to maybe certain page of that you want them to be on. All right. So messaging part, this is the acknowledgement after the chat has been ended. This one actually be sent automatically. Then basically, please rate the experience, and then they will actually just a review where the lead or the guest would be able to actually review the experience that they receive, and then this is the chat ended message to start a new chat. Then they can actually click here to start a new chat. This actually just can change this particular icon also, and also the language you can actually change it into some of the language. For example, like I'm in Malaysia, so I'm using more on the United Kingdom English, so I can just activate that. Right. So basically, this is how you want to build the web chat. There are of course more customization compared to the previous web chat that you can build on GoHighlevel. Um, Other than that, also just to let you know, also again as I shared on the beginning of the video, you can get this web chat and install it on your WordPress website. To know more, of course, you can just go to your account and get download the plugin. Basically, you have to start by downloading the plugin for the WordPress, and then you can pick which web chat you want to activate on the WordPress. Other than that, of course, you can get the code. Basically, the get code, you can actually install this on your other CMS, all right, body or the footer section of the website, all right, and then you can actually just save it. But actually, of course, I'm not going to use that. But I just want to share, um, of course, for people that may be a little bit new with GoHighlevel, if you want to actually install or have it activated on your specific website, you can just go to that specific website or funnel. It's the same thing. Just pick which one, and then you can actually just pick this on your settings area, and then you can just activate this. Means you just save it, and then it should be showing on your website. For example, like this. Let me check just to confirm. It should be showing on the right side. Let's see. Yeah, on the left side. Yep, sorry. I already changed it on the left. Right. So this part. where I think I'll just go into the final part of this session, which is this conversation AI. For those that want to actually have, because after you activate the live chat types of the web chat, so you can actually activate this conversation AI for this AI to communicate with your lead or your guest. So there are three options. Of course, you can actually turn it off, and there are two other options that means activating. Suggestive is basically what you're gonna do is if you're gonna suggest you some of the message that you can actually send out. This is would be great for people that maybe always on the go, maybe a little bit of not much time to actually reply. So I would really able to actually help you in suggesting you some of the chat or the message that you can send. Usually they will suggest about three. So out of the three, you can actually just pick which one to send to your guest or your lead. Maybe they're asking for a certain pricing, then the AI would be able to, of course, provide that based on information you send to them or you feed to them. And finally, of course, autopilot. This one is on the beta version, but should be working fine already. So basically, this one could automatically converse with your lead or your guest directly. So means if they have a specific question, then the AI will reply directly to the guest or the lead without actually you need to be there or messaging it. Just to let you know, also both suggestive and also autopilot, you can monitor it through the app, the high level or lead connector app. So you should be able to actually suggest it on your platform, you through the app, and then that would be, of course, much more easier and especially when you are on the go. Right. So over here, you just make sure that you have this live chat activated. So that should actually works fine. But I always suggest maybe if you don't want the AI, maybe just to test a little bit some of the suggestion before you activate the full AI version, then you actually just activate the suggestive so that you can see some of the answer that they provided, options of answers they provide, whether it's looking good or not. All right. And this is just other things. I think this is basically just to try to humanize the AI. Maybe for example, like they wait about 2 minutes to reply, and also how many maximum messages that they can send. And then after that, then you have to maybe message yourself, or you want to actually increase it or decrease it, should be fine. And of course, send the bot to sleep when the send message manually or through workflow means when you send yourself directly within that 2 hours, then it will actually just send the bot to sleep. After that, then they can actually be awake again after that 2 hours had gone. All right. So, but just to add up also to this, you make sure that you're actually fed enough of the AI with your information of your company or your business. So over here, as you can see, you can actually paste the link. And then they actually just get information from all the pages available on the website. Other than that, you also can use something like Google Docs. So you go the Google Docs. You just make sure that it's able to be accessed by everyone. Means you just copy the link of the Google Docs and just paste it over here. Should be fine also. For now, it doesn't allow you to actually provide the other like formats like documents and so on. Now it's only available using the URL or the website domain. And this Q&A, basically, what does this mean? Is actually when you have this bot training, so you ask a certain questions, then the chatbot will actually reply to that. And if you want to save some of the questions that asked by the chatbot, asked by the guest or the lead or yourself, then you can actually store it here. So basically, if other person that actually asking similar questions to what you already asked to the chatbot, basically you already provided the answer to the chatbot. Just let the chatbot copy the answer directly and send it to the guest. Basically, the chatbot doesn't gonna provide you random or based on their own answer, but it's actually the answers that you already provided them. To further customize the chatbot, you actually can have this support engineering question and answer. This is just some of how you want to actually structure the chatbot itself. Who are you, the goal, and also anything that the chatbot need to know. You should be able to actually provide over here. And of course, this one you can actually enable. But for now, I think if you don't have an appointment that you want actually the chatbot to push to your guest or the lead, then you should just disable this. Or if you want to actually enable, then it should be fine. Means the AI will focus on getting the appointment. But there are some business that, of course, not focusing on appointments, so you should just maybe sometimes disable it and just enable the support and general questions and answer. All right, so that's all for this part. All right, so that's all for our video in building the web chat. Just be reminded again that this web chat also you can use or not only on the website that you have on the GoHighlevel, also you'll be able to actually use it on other CMS platform like WordPress or Wix, and do leverage the use of AI, activate the conversation AI so that the AI could also converse, and of course reduce the response time to your guests and also your leads. That will really help improve your customer service experience. So see you on the next video.